In this video, I want to talk about loops in Python, the for loop and the while loop, how they operate and the difference between the two, because they're two totally different things, but they're all loops. So let me go ahead and start a new file in my Python IDE. This is the PyDread application. If you don't have Python, if you don't have a laptop, you can install this application on your mobile phone and you can follow along with me. It's completely free on Play Store. So first of all, before I go into loops, let me talk about a variable. A variable is simply a placeholder, right? Something that holds the data that you put into it. For example, I got the variable number is equal to 5 plus 5. The computer doesn't know what the name number is, right? So I tell it, I define what number is by saying number is equal to 5 plus 5. The computer knows what 5 plus 5 is. If I print out the number, that's printing the variable. It prints 10. Now, let's say I want to print out this 10 for a certain amount of time. That's where the for loop comes in. In Python, the for loop is written like this: for I in range, and I put parentheses. Inside this, I put out the number of times I want this program to be run. So now you understand what a for loop is for, right? It runs a program for a certain amount of time. For I in range 5 times, print number. That means print number 5 times. And boom, as simple as that. Our code has been printed 5 times. You can change this number to be like 8 or something. It prints 10 8 times. Don't worry about this. The for I thing, this thing you can change it into whatever you want. For A in range, it doesn't matter, right? Now let's talk about the while loop. Let me just let's talk about the while loop. Now the while loop runs as long as a certain condition is true. It runs while something is true, or while something is something. Alright, so here's how you write a while loop. Let's say while true, print the variable number. This while loop, this loop is going to print number. That means it's going to print 10 10 10 as long as let me write another variable that is called run right here. So run is equal to true. This is another variable. Then I replace the true by run. So as long as run is equal to true, it's going to print out the number. As long as run is equal to true, it's going to print out the number 10, right? Like this. As you can see, it's just printing 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. It's so fast, you can't even see it. It's printing out 10 while run is equal to true. Now, here's the difference between the while loop and the for loop. Here's the difference between the while loop and the for loop. The while loop operates while something is true. It operates while something is true. The for loop operates for a certain amount of time. I tell it to run this code for this time, for how many times I want it to run, then it does that. That is the difference between the for loop and the while loop.